Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. One of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in the game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. And the Aggies will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it left. He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll give it to Peoples. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Peoples. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now here's Raiola. Tight end finds a soft spot. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That's a big third down. The opponent just scored a TD. You're trying to keep this thing close, maybe even tie it with a touchdown, but you've got to be able to stay on the field. So let's not overthink it. It's third and short. You hand it off to your big-time playmaker at running back, and he gets the job done.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Again, it's Raiola. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Snapped it in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Here's Raiola to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh setter down's going to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Handoff again. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game.
There he goes! Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw one first. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 15.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires immediately. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on tape.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Bussey. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running to the left. He's got the first down. Turning it on. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. He now has 79 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Simmons. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Defense in press coverage. Looking for space. It's Owens. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Now here's Simmons. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Drops back on first down. Looking for a big play. He's got it way down the field. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to the well. He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's changing the play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 6 team, the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Crimson Tide who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He misses his man, the accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has it with really good field position. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. First play of this drive. Got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Finds a crease. It's Owens. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Setting up the screen. Inside the 45. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch it.
It's complete! Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second down to the air. Going deep. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here comes the heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good, strong tackle. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Throwing Raiola. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Wide 29! Wide 29! Splinter Roman! Splinter Roman! Iron! Iron! Quarterback changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarter,
he'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job.
Snags it inside the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Raiola to throw. Left side, it's Armstrong. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. Gets rid of it. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker. I tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing the
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He'll start on the ground with Peoples. All over him immediately.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Raiola, they're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Johnson. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
From the red zone, it's Valentine. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they've regained the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Snap on first down, wants to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Long way to go on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. And back to the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. From deep, it's Wallace. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Under pressure. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting...
He caught it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Deep in the end zone, it's Wallace. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. On the run, it's Valentine. Past the 30. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make